don't know. It's always like uncovering things. That's what it's about.
Right.
And uncovering history and all this stuff. And, you know, if y'all are first generation, so y'all know what it's like trying to figure out like your family when there's not like a lineage available to you all the time.
It's funny that you say that. I actually signed up for Ancestry.com, and it's very difficult to dig into your past because record keeping in Mexico is not or wasn't very sophisticated, and it's all handwritten.
And also it has to do with a lot of like the revolution and all that stuff. They obliterated a lot of that Spain history from the books because of the orgullo. So that's what happens.
That's crazy too, because I've wanted to know, and like I've dug into my last name and found that the origins of my last name is like I found the region in Spain where it supposedly originated from, but again, my last name originates from montañas, which makes sense. The name is like, okay, I get it, but it's crazy looking into Ancestry.com, because there were stories, and I don't know if I mentioned it to you, but like my mom would tell me a crazy ass story about like one of her aunts or cousins or somebody that was killed by a lightning bolt, and I was like, all right, whatever. Like supposedly she says that she was praying, and she was like praying, and all of a sudden that she got hit with a lightning bolt, and it sounds like shit. It was in the fucking document.
Wow.
It was in it was handwritten.
That's cool.
Muerta por.
And why you don't pray then?
Probably. I got credit. I was an altar boy.
But it's like crazy. But it's crazy though. Like, cool. You know, like those stories that they seldomly tell you that are like really crazy. I'm just like, they can't be true.
Right.
Like,
yeah. My family, I have an uncle. He swears up and down that we relate to Marilyn Monroe. Like, and he has dates and he brings up periodicos and stuff. Like, and isn't it funny how your grandma was this time? And like, when I was younger, I believed
That reminds me of a fucking meme that I just saw today. It's talking about, you said you were from Michigan. Pendeja said Michoacán.
But yeah, I don't know. It's just like going back to what I was saying earlier, like the recetas, like un poquito de esto.
Yeah.
So it like definitely nervous doing that. Like I'm like, Mom, you didn't teach me shit, because she really didn't teach me anything.
But why? I mean, usually, especially the girls, is like, come here to the kitchen and help.
But she was older. She's the youngest.
No. Okay, so
she had to take care of everybody else.
So like my mom is very, very much Maria. Like that's her name. Like I always call myself La hija de Maria. Like, because my mom is very Maria. Like she's very stereotypical. Like trying to assimilate. She doesn't know English, by the way.
Okay.
Like she literally just knows how to order a Coke, and that's it. But like she's very like she babied my brothers. She superstarched their genes.
Stay flow.
She just like stay flow, yes. But like just babied them, and then with us it was like ándale cabronas, ponte a limpiar. Like we were always cleaning and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Limpiando frijoles, like doing little things. Never like, okay, you're gonna make tortillas today. No, we never did any of that stuff. My mom did all that stuff. And like, yeah, we would help with tamales because obviously, okay, I'll get into the tamales thing in a little bit, but we would help with it, but she would never let your hand in the pot. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Like, or you couldn't be the one to put the filling in there because she was going to be the one to do it. We'd only spread and clean the hojas, and that's it.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
So like you don't learn anything. You don't learn how much is this, how much is nothing.
You got
like
shit
that.
what to do. You just like.
So, which is crazy. Like like my mom started going on the road with my dad because my dad had a truck driving business at some point. So we were like, I was like in junior high school, and my mom started leaving my dad, and we were like celebrating holidays, and we're like, how the hell do you make buñuelos? Mm-hmm. So we'd call her on the road, or like we'd page my dad. This is back in the day. Like we'd page my dad, like 911, like and my dad would
think it is an emergency.
Like
tengo hambre.
Calling from a payphone, calling from a payphone, and it was just like, how do you make buñuelos? So my mom on the phone, un poquito de esto. It was like, we just had to. Yeah. And then we'd have to call her. And even my aunts don't really know how to cook. Really? It's so crazy. Like my mom did everything for them.
So how big is your mom's family? Like as far as
so big.
Really?
I want to say they're a family of 12. I don't really know. Like I'm just, like I said, like the lineage thing, my mom and the history thing. Like, and it sucks now because I don't have either of my grandparents, so I can't even source them for that.
You know what? Like, I don't either. I don't have like my grandmother anymore, but it's like knowing now, like what I wish I could have learned, I would have had so many questions if she was still around, like to learn. Especially, my mom helped a whole bunch with that whole ancestry thing. Like, I would ask her, because of course it's hard to trace back in the tree, and then I'm asking her, I'm like, do you know who this is? Do you know who this is? And I throw out names, and she was helping me. And like without her, of course, like I wouldn't know. And I'm sure that if my grandma was still around, I could have gone even further back. But so 12.
Yeah, my dad's from a family of 7, and she's from a family of 12. I know, like, her parents' families were bigger.
Right.
So she's the oldest.
And it was one of those things, like back then too, it was like they had so many because they would.
And she was
at work.
And she was the oldest too. So that made her in charge of her siblings.
Yeah.
And y'all.
That's why I said, I don't know if you catched earlier, like she dropped out of 2nd grade.